to learn our lesson, that is lesson number 10, historic period. In last week we already started this lesson, historic period. Half of the lesson we already completed. Remaining part of this lesson today we going to learn. So I hope everyone be ready to learn a new lesson. It's a very interesting lesson. So let me start our lesson. Historic period. Firstly, I introduce the some points of that historic period. I already explained you regarding that. What is a culture? Ancient civilization in River Valley, ancient riverine civilization. So till here we completed our lesson. Okay, till here we completed our points. So ancient riverine civilization in that Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and Harappa. In that Mesopotamia and Egypt, we already seen China and Harappa civilization is remaining, and the last one is the sports and entertainment. This two 3 points are remaining. So these 3 points, let we go forward. Before continue with the our lecture, I shortly I explain regarding the uh, things. Okay, historic period means what? Inscriptions and manuscripts were available. Okay, art writing was developed, end of new stone age. It is historic period. Historic period has beginning from there. Okay, and historic period means what? Historic period means what? It means the written material are available. Written material are available. It is meant by historic period. Okay, so this kind of written material are available. What is culture? What is culture? Culture means what? Difference in living of animals and humans. Difference in living of animals and human. As a human beings, our living style are different. Animals living styles are different. According to the needs of humans, change the forms of resources. According to needs of humans. Okay, humans need are different. So according to humans, change the forms of resources, bring the together various skills, traditions, and arts. It is called a culture. See, in that picture you can see the environment, animals, humans. So these are the different changes in our human lifestyle. See, the animals, some animals lives in a cave, some animals lives on a tree, but humans are lives in a house. They build their house. They are not live in the same kind of house. They are live in a different kinds of house. You know that some humans are lives in a bungalow, some humans lives in a building skyscraper. So there are different stylish of houses. So they change their style. But animals are lives in a caves, lives on trees. Now in ancient time also animal lives in a caves. Nowadays also animals lives in a caves. So this way you can see the humans are change their lifestyle. Humans are improve their need. They cook the food and eat, but animals didn't cook the food and they didn't cook the food. But humans are cook the food and eat. By the humans needs, they made the bricks, they made the pots. Okay, then the ancient civilization in river valley. In that we can see the new stone age village settlement were built near the river bank. In new stone age, from the new stone age, the historic period has begun. There we can see the village settlements were built near a river bank. Okay, water and fertile soil was needed for agriculture. Why they set village settlement in the river bank? Because the water and fertile soil was needed for the agriculture. Agriculture is the first occupation of the human beings. Okay, so they start their agriculture. They need the fertile soil, they need the water. That's the reason they lives in a, they settle their life in the river bank, near the river bank. See students, you can see in that picture, here is the river bank. The peoples are lives in the near the river bank. They also need the soil, they also need the water to their agriculture, to their farm. Okay, so let we go forward. Knowledge exchange. Knowledge exchange means what? By genetic, by generation, the way of generation go forward, the same way the genetically they exchange their knowledge, they exchange their ideas, they develop their creativity. Okay, now third point is this ancient riverine civilization, in that Mesopotamia, Egypt, China and Harappa. Okay, in that points are there, let we go forward. So Mesopotamia means what? Mesopotamia is the name of a region. Mesopotamia is the name of a region and not of any particular country. Clear your concept, students. Mesopotamia, it's not any particular country, it's a name of region. It's a name of region. It means the land between two rivers. मेसोपोटामिया इट मीन्स व्हाट? द लैंड बिटवीन अ टू रिवर्स, दो रिवर के बीच में जो लैंड है, the place of there, that is a Mesopotamia, and the Mesopotamia is the name of any one kind of region. It is not any particular country. Okay, ancient Mesopotamia was the land between the two rivers. Which two rivers are there? That is the Tigris and Euphrates. That is the Tigris and Euphrates. Okay, these are the two rivers. Which two rivers are there? I'll show you. Tigris and Euphrates. See, students, in that picture you can see. I'll show to you. See, here is the place, the Mesopotamia. Here is the Tigris river. It is a Tigris river, and it is the that Euphrates rivers are there. So these rivers are in between the place of these two rivers, between the, that is between the land of these two rivers, that is the Mesopotamia. That is Mesopotamia. Okay. So these two rivers mainly flow through Turkey, Syria and Iraq. These two rivers are flow from where? Turkey, Syria and Iraq. Okay. Ancient Mesopotamia had great cities like Uruk, Nippur. In ancient Mesopotamia, there are great cities. In that Mesopotamia, there are great cities are there. Which are that cities are there? Uruk and Nippur. These cities were home to very prosperous culture. In that country, in that cities, the homes are very prosperous culture. Okay. The next point is that Egypt. Next is the Egypt. So let me see the Egypt. Okay, in that map where Egypt is shown, see, I'll show you. See, here is the Egypt. Okay, the river Nile flow through the eastern part of the Sahara Desert. Listen carefully. The river Nile. Which river? Nile River. Which river? Nile River. The river Nile flow through the eastern part of the Sahara Desert in the north of Africa. One of the ancient civilization flourished along its bank. It is known as the Egyptian civilization. Okay, in that way you can see the here is the Nile River is flow. Nile River flow through the where eastern part of the Sahara Desert. Eastern part of the Sahara Desert in the north of Africa. The north of Africa. One of the ancient civilization. Students, wait for a second. Okay. One of the ancient civilization flourished along its bank. Okay. Here is the Nile River, and the Nile gets flooded every year. The Nile River flooded every year. Every year, the Nile River flooded. It means what? कि every हर साल नाइल रिवर को क्या आता था? महापूर आता था. Flooded, it means पूर आना, महापूर. Okay, the Nile River gets flooded every year. The land along her bank has become very fertile because the flood deposits. Whichever land is near the Nile River, has very fertile. Why it is fertile? Because the flood deposits. Because every year near the land of Nile River has flooded. Also, in ancient Egyptians used to build small embankments on the river to store the flood water. Okay. In ancient Egyptian used to build a small embankments means what? There is a small dams are there, small where the water are stored, the flood water has stored. That small embankments on the river, they store the flood water. After the soil in the flood, while the every year the Nile River has flooded, that time the soil of in the flood water settle in the bottom. That soil are settle in the bottom, and then the water was used for irrigation. Whatever water is remains, that waters are used to irrigation. Used to irrigation means what? That water has used to drink, has used to other any other sources. Okay. So next is the China. Next is China. China, where is China located? See, here is China located. I'll show you. See, here is China. You can see the China. The ancient civilization of China developed and flourished in the valley of the Yangtze River. Listen, students. The ancient civilization. Ancient civilization means what? In China, the ancient civilization, मतलब चाइना की संस्कृति क्या थी? चाइना का विकास कैसे हुआ? The ancient civilization of China developed and flourished in the valley of the, which valley? Yangtze River. Yangtze River. Okay. According to a Chinese tradition, see the students, Chinese tradition. What is the Chinese tradition? Let me see. China people, which tradition they follow. The Chinese tradition, a king name of, who is the king of China? Yuangdi. See, the king of China is Yuangdi. Okay. Yuangdi, the name of king of China. He introduced agriculture. Animal husbandry, wheeled cart and chariots, boats and clothing in China. Who introduced? According to the Chinese tradition, the king. What is the name of the king of China? Yuangdi. Okay. Yuangdi introduced what they introduced? What he introduced? Agriculture, animal husbandry, wheeled carts and chariot boats and clothing. Okay, they introduced this kind of occupations. Which kind of occupations? Agriculture. In China, agriculture also there. Animal husbandry means what? We keep the domestic animals, and we take care of that animals. Wheel carts. In last lecture we introduced the wheel carts. Okay, then chariots boat and clothing. This kind of different occupations introduced by the king of China, that is the Yuangdi. Okay, the Chinese people believe that his queen Chinese people believe that his queen invented the technique of silk production. Chinese people क्या बिलीव करते थे? Chinese peoples are believe that his queen, उनकी जो रानी थी, उन्होंने क्या इन्वेंटेड किया था? She invented the technique of silk production and silk dyeing. जो रानी थी चाइनीज की, चाइना की जो रानी थी, that queen has invented the technique of the silk production. Silk, it means the one kind of the cloth material. That silk production and silk dyeing means what? Silk dyeing means what? The that cloth they colored, they're doing different colored. ओके जैसे हम लोग हेयर डाई करते हैं ना, हेयर्स को कैसे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कलर्स आजकल देते, सो सेम काइंड द सिल्क, they develop the technique of silk production and silk dyeing. वो क्लोथ को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कलर देते थे. सो Luang, Beijing and Chang. Luang, Beijing and Chang and were among the important cities of ancient China. In ancient China, which are the important cities? Which are the important cities? Keep it in your mind. Luang, Beijing and Chang. These are the important cities of ancient China. So I hope everyone understand about the China. Now let me go forward. Harappa. Let me go forward. Harappa. Okay. See, where you see in Harappa, where is located Harappa in this map? See here. Harappa civilization. Harappa civilization means what? The earlier civilization on the Indian subcontinent. This Harappa civilization is the Indian subcontinent. Okay. The earlier civilization on the Indian subcontinent is known as a Harappan civilization. Harappa Sanskruti. Civilization, it means Sanskriti. Harappa civilization. It flourished in the Indus Valley. Indus Valley, it is a name of English word. Indus it's a name of English word. It means the Hindu Sanskruti. Sorry, Sindhu Sanskruti. Okay. The Indus in the English word for the name of Sindhu. So Harappa in the Punjab. So where the Harappa Sanskruti, Harappa civilization has found, where is found? Harappa in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh are the two sites of Harappa civilization to be discovered first. Firstly, where we found the Harappa civilization, firstly where we discovered the Harappa civilization in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. In Punjab, Harappa in Punjab. Harappa where we found? In Punjab. And Mohenjo-daro where we found? In Sindh. Okay. So there are two sites of Harappa civilization. Which are the two sites of Harappa civilization? Firstly we discovered. Firstly in Harappa in Punjab and Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. Okay. Then now they are in Pakistan. Now they are in Pakistan. In Pakistan also there, Lothal and Dhola. Lothal and Dholavira in Gujarat. Lothal and Dholavira in Gujarat and Kalibangan. Kalibangan in Rajasthan. Kalibangan in Rajasthan. Kalibangan kahan pe? In Rajasthan. Lothal and Dholavira, where it is found? Lothal and Dholavira, it is located in Gujarat. Kalibangan is located in Rajasthan, are among the famous sites of Harappa civilization in India. In our India, there are famous sites of Harappan civilization. The firstly Harappa civilization has discovered in where? Harappa in where? Punjab. Mohenjo-daro in where? Sindh. In Pakistan also there Harappa civilization, but the Lothal and Dholavira in Gujarat, Kalibangan in Rajasthan. These are the famous sites in Harappa civilization of our India. Cities of this civilization are well known for their systematic town planning. देखो हरप्पा सिविलाइजेशन में एकदम सिस्टमेटिक प्लानिंग था कि कैसे प्लानिंग था. लेट वी सी okay how the cities are formed, how they build their houses, which kind of house they build. Let me see. Their houses were built in a block created by parallel roads that cross each other at right angles, huge granaries and spacious and special feature of these cities. I'll show to you. Wait a second, students. See, it is a Nile river flooded. It is a Yuanghe river. It is found in China. So this kind of yellow river, it means a Yuanghe river. Now you can see the Harappa civilization. In that Harappa civilization, this kind of houses they build. I'll show you. See, the houses were built in a blocks created. See, the Harappa civilization, how the house they build. They build their house by the block, created the parallel roads. In the parallel roads, they build their house. Okay, and cross each other to right angles. The angle right angles they build their house. Huge granaries. Huge granaries means what? Whatever uh, grains are there. Dhanya. Grains means what? Dhanya. The grains. The big buildings are there to keep the granaries, to keep the grains. Okay, huge granaries and spacious house were the special feature of these cities. In that Harappa civilization, there are very special houses are there, and the whichever crops, grains we get from the agriculture, that huge buildings are there. Huge building, it means badi buildings, big buildings are there, and in that huge buildings they keep their granaries. Keep their granaries, it means they keep their grains in that house. There were bathrooms and latrines in every house. In that ancient time also, nowadays we use the bathroom and toilet bathroom in our house, but that time in ancient time also, the in Harappa civilization, bathrooms and latrines in every house, and a covered drainage system also. They also covered the drainage system, which indicate the concern for public hygiene. See, that time only, also that time in it is an ancient civilization, Harappa civilization. See, they use the bathrooms, they use the latrines, they use keep the hygiene, keep the public hygiene. Now my voice is clear to everyone. Yes, students, let me know my voice is clear. Okay. So in that you can see that there are latrines, there are bathrooms are there in the house of ancient civilization, Harappa civilization. And also the drainage system also indicate. Why the drainage systems are indicate? To concern the public hygiene. There were carefully constructed private and public wells also. You can see in that picture, in below picture, you can see the public and private wells also there. See, this kind of wells are there. So that time private well also there and public well also there. Private well means what? Ki, in one house there, inside the house the wells are there, that only particular house members are use that wells. And public house, it means the village systems are there, so every village peoples are go there and they use that wells. So this kind of things are happen in Harappan civilization. The cities were divided into two parts, two or four parts, each of the separate fortification. Okay, the cities in that Harappa civilization, the cities are divided into two to four parts. Two to four parts. So in that two to four parts, they separately fortification. It means the every part there different fortification. It means there you can see protect against the attack. Whichever the peoples are attacked to them, they protect from the against the attack. They uh, develop themselves to different cities divided into two to four parts. Okay. Next, the characteristics. The characteristics, earthen pots on the Harappan are well baked. See the earthen pots, you can see the picture of earthen pots. In that earthen pots of the Harappan are well baked. वेल बेक, आप बोलेंगे टीचर हम लोग ने सुना है केक को बेक करते, बट द bricks pots also bake. So well baked and red in color with the beautiful design like people leaves. People leaves, people tree, you know that everyone, people leaves. By that people leaves and fish scales. When tap, these pots produce a metallic sound. See, you can see the picture. You can see the picture. In Harappan civilization, the earthen pots are well baked. Earthen pots are well baked, and that earthen pots are red in color. Earthen pots are red in color, and and they draw the beautiful designs. They put the beautiful designs, and like the people leaves. See in that picture, you can see there are beautiful designs are there by using the people leaves and fish scale. You know the fish scale. When the tap that pot, if we touch tap, it means which touch that pot, that produce the metallic sound. That produce a metallic sound. If any of the person are touch that pot, so it's a producer metallic sound. It means that pots are produce a metallic sound. It means one metallic sound will come. The Harappan craftsmen were highly skilled in making a bronze object and beads from the semi precious stone of various color. In Harappa civilization, we can see the craftsmen. We can see the craftsmen highly skilled making of bronze objects and beads from the semi precious stones in various colors. I'll show the picture. See, this kind of pictures are there. Okay, these things were a great demand. These things were a great demand in Mesopotamia. Okay, it's Mesopotamia, it's a one region. So the names of Harappan gods and goddess are not yet known. हरप्पा civilization के god और goddess कौन थे वो अभी तक पता नहीं चला है. However, we know with the help of the Harappan seals and clay figurines that they worship Pashupati. Harappa civilization worship for which Pashupati. They worship a Pashupati. So keep it in your mind, Harappa civilization, in that ancient time Harappa civilization peoples are worship a Pashupati, the lord of living animals. Pashupati means what? Lord of living animals. Whichever living beings are there, unka sabka लॉर्ड, उनका गॉड कौन था? पशुपति. एंड द मदर गॉडेस, एंड मदर गॉडेस. Next point is the, I hope everyone understand. I hope everyone understand till Harappan civilization. The last point in that lesson, that is the sports and entertainment. Sports and entertainment. There were a variety of sports. There were variety of sports and means entertainment in the ancient civilization. I show the different variety of sports. Okay, which are the different variety of sports? Hunting, wrestling was popular sports uh, in ancient time. Okay, hunting and wrestling were very important ones. Games played with the help of games boards, games main were also popular. Different kind of games are there. In ancient Egypt, people played a game that was similar to chess. In Egyptian people, okay, the Egyptian peoples play a one kind of game that is similar to chess. Nowadays we play the chess, na? That kind of game the Egyptian people also play. This game was played with the game board and gamesmen. That chess game they played by the game board on game board and gamesmen. It was known as a senate. It was known as senate. That chess को जो हम लोग आज chess बोलते हैं, that is known as a senate. In ancient China also there were many games played. In ancient China also many kind of games they played with the board on the gamesmen, board and gamesmen. Similar games were popular in Mesopotamia and Harappa civilization. Keep it in your mind, students. Mesopotamia, Harappa civilization, Egypt, and China. There where they play the different kind of games like chess. So many toys are found in the excavation of Harappan sites. See, Harappa sites where we found the Harappan site in Punjab, Harappa in Punjab, Sindh, Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, in Gujarat, in Rajasthan, Harappa civilization we found. While the excavation, the many toys are found. This kind of toys in found in Harappa excavations time. See, this kind of Harappa toys are there. So it is called a Harappa toys because in the sites of Harappa, that excavations are there. That time we found it means the historians found the this kind of evidence. They includes wheels, whistles, rattles, bullock carts, animals, and birds on the wheels. See, this kind of birds, this kind of wheels are found in while the excavations. Okay, now music and dance were also very important in early civilization. Music and dance. Nowadays we our entertainment is the music and dance. Same way the in ancient civilization, in early civilization also the music and dance were also very important. They were an essential part of celebrating a festival. In Harappan civilization and other civilization also they celebrate their festivals. Ancient people use many types of musical instrument. Ancient people means whichever Egyptian peoples, whichever China's people, whichever Harappan civilizations peoples, they all Mesopotamia, in Mesopotamia, Tomia peoples also, they use the many types of musical instruments. In Mesopotamia, the string instruments known as a balang. See, I'll show you that balang. Wait a second. See, this kind of musical instruments are there. You can see in that picture in upper side there are musical instruments are there. In Mesopotamia, the string instrument, these are the string instrument. The string instruments known as a balag, known as a balag, was very popular. That balag is instrument was very popular. Beside instruments like cymbals, rattles, flutes, drums, etc. were also played. See, these are the cymbals, rattles, flutes, drums. These are the different kind of musical instruments, and these instruments also used to play. Okay, the Egyptian kings were known as the pharaohs. Egyptian king. Who is the Egyptian king? We were known as the pharaohs. Egyptian king को क्या बोलते थे? Pharaohs. On the occasion of certain festival, on the occasion of certain festivals, the pharaohs himself used a participate in the celebration and dance. Okay, the bronze image of dancer found in the excavation at Mohenjo-daro is evidence that dance was important in the Harappan civilization as well. See, while the Mohenjo-daro, where the Mohenjo-daro located? In the Sindh, in Sindh part. In the Sindh, Mohenjo-daro located there where excavation. When the excavation is there, we found some evidence like the bronze image of dancer. I showed the bronze image of dancer. Wait a second. See, this is a wrestling and king of lion. This kind of dancer, bronze images of dancer we found while the excavation in Mohenjo-daro. So we get the evidence that dance is the important in Harappan civilization as well. So till now we have learned in brief about the history of human civilization. In this 5th standard we learn the history of human civilization from the Stone Age to early civilization. From Stone Age we started our history, and early civilization we learn the history of the human civilization. So we shall study in detail the Harappan civilization that developed in the Indian subcontinent. That Harappan civilization has developed in Indian subcontinent. We can learn in detail in 6th standard. In 6th standard. So we shall also study the ancient history of India in 6th standard. So till here in 5th standard we learn the Stone Age, Old Age, Middle Age, okay, Harappan civilization. So this is our last lecture is there. Last lesson is there. So here we completed our lesson. We completed our 5th standard lessons. I hope everyone understand. And thank you everyone.